It was during 1908 that there was an ongoing critical debate amongst women regarding their oppression and inequality. The campaign for change started to become more vocal when 15,000 women marched through New York City demanding shorter hours, better pays as well as voting rights. In 1909, the first Women's Day was observed across United States. In 1910, International Conference of Working Women was held in Copenhagen. That's where the idea was proposed by Clara Zetkin, a leader of the Women's Office for the Social Democratic Party in Germany. In 1911, International Women's Day was honored for the first time in Austria, Denmark, Germany, and Switzerland on March 19. Between 1913 and 1914, women in Russia observed their first Women's Day on February 23. Later, it was decided that March 8 can the globally accepted day to celebrate International Women's Day. International Women's Day was celebrated for the first time by the United Nations in 1975. In August 1910, an International Socialist Women's Conference was organized to precede the general meeting of the Socialist Second International in Copenhagen, Denmark. Inspired in part by the American Socialists, German delegates Clara Zetkin, Kate Dunker, Paula Theta, and others proposed the establishment of an annual Women's Day, although no date was specified at that conference. Delegates of 100 women from 17 countries agreed with the idea as a strategy to promote equal rights, including suffrage for women. The following year, on March 19, 1911, International Women's Day was marked for the first time by over 1 million people in Austria, Denmark, Germany, and Switzerland. In the Austro-Hungarian Empire alone, there were 300 demonstrations. In Vienna, women paraded on the Ringstrasse and carried banners honoring the martyrs of the Paris Commune. Women demanded that they be given the right to vote and to hold public office. They also protested against employment sex discrimination. The Americans continued to celebrate National Women's Day on the last Sunday in February, and on other countries worldwide. On this day it is customary for men to give the women in their lives friends, mothers, wives, girlfriends, daughters, colleagues, etc. flowers and small gifts, although to many this seems cloyingly old-fashioned and rather to miss the point. In some countries, such as Bulgaria and Romania, it is also observed as an equivalent of Mother's Day, where children also give small presents to their mothers and grandmothers. In Russia, the day has lost all political context through the time, becoming simply a day to honor women and feminine beauty. Did you know there are also colors for the day? The three colors are purple, green and white. Purple signifies justice and dignity, green symbolizes hope, and white represents purity, which was slightly marred by controversy. The colors originated from the Women's Social and Political Union in the UK in the year 1908. Not many may be aware that International Women's Day is not specific to any country, group, or organization. The day belongs to women everywhere. Let us identify, celebrate, and increase visibility of women's achievements. There is a dire need for increased awareness through meaningful narratives, resources, and activities to combat gender bias and discrimination. Several missions have been created to do the same. We should celebrate tech women and their innovations, applaud equality for women in sport, educate women on health choice decisions, build inclusive workplaces so women thrive, increase visibility of women creatives, and forge women's empowerment worldwide. The United Nations began celebrating International Women's Day in the International Women's Year, 1975. In 1977, the United Nations General Assembly invited member states to proclaim March 8 as the UN Day for Women's Rights and World Peace.
To watch more of these valuable videos, click subscribe button, and join Stills and Moves.